Hello, all. I'm Alex Bronner with Triple River Consulting. Today, we're going to talk about a small maintenance workflow problem. So, the situation involved a small industrial company which had been growing by leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. With all that growth, they were finding some pain points where there wasn't necessarily the right accountability that they previously didn't need. One department in particular was having trouble managing their maintenance workflow. In one side, the personnel in the department felt they needed more time and hours to get the required maintenance on their machines and tools done. However, management felt that they should already have enough time to get that maintenance done. And so there was a question of overtime, whether or not how much is really needed and how much time is potentially being wasted. Furthermore, some of that maintenance, which wasn't getting done because no one was necessarily accountable for it, was creating NPT, non productive time, on some of their jobs and therefore losing the company money. In order to forge some solutions for a problem like this, I spent some time observing their shop where they do all their maintenance, as well as interviewing and talking to the people in that department, as well as, of course, the management who ran the company. That time spent in their shop gave me a better sense of how time is being utilized and what some of the potential return might be on that time if it were used in another way. So I evaluated their capacity, how much work could they potentially do, how many sales could they potentially make given their current number of personnel and machines. Furthermore, I evaluated how much value is being produced when for each hour that their machines and personnel are being utilized on a sale. Some of the idea here in this analysis was that potentially personnel that are productive in making sales and bringing in revenue shouldn't necessarily be spending their time on maintenance. And so, therefore, if they could spend more time making sales instead of doing maintenance, could we potentially make more money? So one of my suspicions was that perhaps we might hire another maintenance personnel to help make the regular operations personnel more productive. What we found was that really they weren't at capacity in their sales demand and forecast. They didn't expect to be fully utilizing the capacity they currently had, and so it wasn't necessarily necessary to hire a whole other maintenance person when they could simply continue the process they had. What their current process really just seemed to need was more structure. So part of the solution was that we created a standardized list of maintenance tasks and how often they should be done, so that way the management would know what's being done and it was approved that this time is being spent productively and the maintenance tasks they want done are getting done. We also found that their equipment and rentals manager became a natural maintenance planner. This person had a simple system where they said, okay, these are the tasks that need to be done this week. We have expected jobs these days. We're going to plan the maintenance in between these jobs. This maintenance planner would also be accountable for scheduling inspections of vehicles and trucks, equipment, anything that needs regular inspection that's not going to be expired and therefore a potential liability to the company. Then, for all the non-standard maintenance items which come up, and weekly or so, the director of that department would review those items which need to be done each Friday at a regular meeting they already had scheduled. By implementing some of these simple organizational systems, management had better transparency on what maintenance was being done, and the personnel in the department were getting the time they needed to actually get the maintenance done. That's all I have for you on this maintenance workflow problem. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please feel free to subscribe. I plan to make more videos in the future. All right, take care, everybody.